So it was amazing that you were speaking to the teachers now and talking about this victimization, victim mindset. Very amazing to hear a government officer speak about it. How do you think, what are the different ways in which this victim mindset can be broken for children with disabilities?
Yeah. Madam, what I believe is any person who inculcate or who has been from the society, who has been made to feel like a victim, first he has to come out of that mindset
Yes.
to empower himself and achieve whatever that is required in life. In that way, we see that there is a larger role of the society, the establishment, and the parents in changing these minds, and especially teachers. Today, I was talking to the teachers because when a child is born with any kind of a disability, we have the responsibility first from the house as the parents and the family members, and when he joins the school by the teachers and the society at large, they should be first aware that now there are many technology, there is a many technologies to solve all these the disabled there is a panacea, like a treatment for all the disabilities.
Absolutely.
And there is accessibility of many resources, and there is assistive technologies in the education sector and in even in health and in every means to reduce the disability, and he can have a normal and empowered life. So, and the 2016 Disable Act has given them the rights. So, when the parents and the society and the school teachers, when they teach the kid of the rights what they are given in this act, and how he can enforce these rights, and what are the facilities, the assistive technology or the government facilities schemes that he can avail and pursue his education, then he become empowered, and he will lose that victimized mindset.
Absolutely.
So in this way, we need a lot of counseling to the parents, to the family members, and to the and the empowerment of our teachers about these the assistive technologies and the rights of the child with a disability, the schemes and the facilities available. If they are made known to all the stakeholders around the child, then this way we can break down this victimized mindset and make them empowered.
Absolutely. You're really talking about moving from a victim to a right-based approach, because there is rights available.
Rights available.
It's a question of not knowing.
Knowing.
The second very important, very, very critical point you brought out, sir. The second is in terms of sports and play. See, when I started working with the schools in our country, one of the biggest, I'm talking about special ed schools, one of the biggest periods that we all used to enjoy in our school life is our PE periods, the sports periods.
Yes.
And sports and physical activities is so important,
Yes,
including the mobility.
Correct.
But unfortunately or fortunately, the sports and physical activity is not something
Yes.
that is there currently, and even sometimes the infrastructure is not there in these schools.
Yes.
What are your vision or thoughts as a leader in terms of how could we come together to really promote sports for children? Like
Yes.
chess is one of the
Yes.
areas we started. We work in swimming.
Yes.
But how can we really take this? What is your thoughts on that, sir?
Ma'am, really appreciate. It's a very well-founded point that you stress that the sports teaches many things. One best thing is resilience.
Yes.
that you learn.
Yes.
To come up, to bounce back from a defeat, or to wherever, and it is we now read and see that for all kinds of the mental illness, whether depression or any kind of a illness, the sports is the panacea.
Yes.
When you are participating in sports, all your mental and health, normally the entire quality of living improves. Because of the stressful life now, because of the urbanization and the lot of stressful life, we need a sports to counter all kinds of these stressors, and also to build a resilience, especially in a disabled children. Because of their disability, they will the environment is not very conducive. They are not made conducive to participate and to keep themselves fit. So many, I see when I was visiting schools, many of the children, special children especially, they become obese because of the lack of physical activity. many of these in special schools, we see children becoming obese. So sports is one thing where it will improve their overall well-being, both physically and mentally, and also it teaches many of the qualities like resilience and this kind of team spirit, and also you get to have close friendships developed around the sports.
Yes.
So which will go a long companionship, especially for a disabled kid. If you have a good companionship, I think he will lead and live with a lot of empowerment.
Superb, sir. And that is an area. And the last part is you really made my day this morning when you spoke about, see, I grew up in a school in the 80s where, library periods, I used to go and act as if I'm reading because unfortunately technology was not there then. But later in 2010, when I became a student again with my doctorate in TIS, technology had come in and technology is a leveler. So you spoke about a resource center.
Yes, ma'am.
That, you have.
Yes, ma'am. This I've been discussing in my office. And also the sector experts that to really make these disabled kids empowered and to bring them on par with other kids, we need a resource center with assistive technologies, counseling services, and also the career counseling, skill training, and all this in every university, so that because there are many children in the normal schools, in the inclusive education. Only we have a limited number coming to a special schools. So, but there is a lot of he will not be able to compete with the other kids because the teaching is they're not the teachers are not properly trained to teach the special kids. So in that case, when we have a resource center, where, as you mentioned, there are many technologies which is a level which level these discrimination or differences, and with that he can read and empower himself in academic career and also in his this thing. In this way, this center will act as a nodal center in universities and colleges, where they will counsel the parents, the caregivers, the teachers also, the teachers and the staff present there, and also they will have a resources where this child can utilize them to study better, to empower himself. That we are thinking. So in this case, I want to propose it to in this budget speech of the CM. I have discussed with my secretary also. Madam also interested in proposing this. So I need your support in this, in building.
And we'll add some elements of include. We'll put the special chess boards. We'll put the special blind football or other football for the deaf and others.
Yes.
So that the games also, as you rightly mentioned, when they come from a special school environment to an inclusive university or college, we should educate. Like you and me should be able to play together, irrespective of our ability or disability. And therefore, we should build that awareness, educate, and create. It's a wonderful thought
creating
process.
an environment, and they will get an identity and the importance in the universities also. When we have a specialist center run, then they will also get the whatever the focus in the universities and colleges.
Yes, I'm really excited, sir, to have somebody like you and how we can really build on some of this.
Correct.
Here, I don't see the boundaries. I think it's about how organizations like EquiBeing, the government, and the other corporate sector and the larger society, we all have to come together. When I meant EquiBeing, I also mean all organizations that are working in the space, collaborating and coming together to see how we can make this difference.